Hello everybody, and what is going on? So today I thought it would be a good idea to do a video on something that's been asked a number of times, especially after the video how I edit my Instagram pictures. So as the title suggests, I will be showing you how I put cartoon characters in my Instagram pictures. Now I'm going to be showing you two different ways that you can put cartoon characters in your Instagram pictures. The first way which I'm going to show you is the way that I personally do it. It's a little bit harder. However, the first way we're going to do it isn't necessarily for everyone, which is why I came up with the second method where 99.9% of people can do this, because inclusion is very important. So enough of the waffle, this ain't breakfast. Let's move on to the first way I would put cartoon characters in my Instagram pictures. So firstly, there is a reason why I put cartoon characters in my pictures. Normally in my pictures there's stuff going on which I think is quite interesting, but every now and then I do see a picture which I think is a little bit plain, there's not much going on. There's space in the picture which could be filled. If I feel that a picture is a little bit too plain, needs a little bit of flex, needs a little bit of finesse, I'll add a cartoon character in there. This all started out as a one-time thing. It was just me trying to find a different angle and how to add flair to a picture, but I got a lot of positive feedback from these pictures, so it was just an ongoing trend after that, hence why we are here. Backstory. Okay, so with this first method I use my computer. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you've taken your picture, you've edited your picture, and you've got it on your computer. You will be needing an image editing software. So me personally, I use a Mac app called Graphic that used to be called iDraw. You just want an image editing software where you can put one image on top of another image, stacking images, layering images, whatever you want to call it. Now you can use other programs like Photoshop, GIMP, even Microsoft Paint. As long as you can put one image on top of another, it doesn't really matter. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find our cartoon character. So to find our cartoon character, we are going to be using Google Images. The cartoon character that I've chosen to put in my picture is Finn from Adventure Time. So we're going to type in Finn Adventure Time, spelled correctly, and here's the important bit. You're going to put transparent after your cartoon character's name and where he's from. We'll go onto the images page, and now we are met with a bunch of images. Now the one thing that you're looking for with these pictures is when you click on a picture like this one, you see that there are squares in the background. On some other computers they'll just show no background, but it's very important that there is no background on these cartoon characters. That's where the word transparent comes in. It is a transparent background. So a side note for the initiated, these files are normally PNGs. Know your file names, fam. I'm not going to be using this particular picture. I'm going to be using this one where Finn is jumping up in the air. So again, you can see the squares in the background indicating that it is indeed a background transparent image. So we're just going to copy this image right here, and when we go back into Graphic we can just paste it, and there Finn is on our picture. Now initially when you paste an image of a cartoon character in your picture, the size of the cartoon character might not necessarily be what you want. For me personally, I try to go for maximum immersion. When I put a cartoon character in my pictures, I want people to imagine that it's actually there, to make it somewhat believable or realistic that that character would actually be there doing that particular pose, given correct context. So in my personal opinion, I think that Finn is too small in this picture, so we're gonna make him a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit bigger than that. There we go, that's the perfect size. And it's also important to take into account what the character's pose is. So for example, Finn is jumping up in the air, so it would be silly if I put him down there. Kind of looks like he's on his knees, and that's not what I want. In my personal opinion, we can't put him up there. The jump simply isn't high enough. So I've ultimately decided to make Finn jump up to my height. Giving the picture a little bit of context, Finn's trying to jump up to my height because I'm a big man ting, 5'8". That's obviously a joke. So yeah, we've given this picture some context, given off maximum immersion, and that's it. That's how I put a cartoon character in this picture. Now after that, you just export it and put it back to your phone, ready for Instagram. And that is the first way of how you could put a cartoon character in your Instagram pictures. And to reiterate, this is the exact method that I use. However, I know that some people will sit there and they'll think, nah man, I don't own a Mac, I don't own image manipulation software, I don't do them things. How can I make this video apply to me? Well, it's cool fam, don't worry about it, I got you, because this second method you can do on your phone, 100% free I believe. It's calm, winner winner chicken dinner. Did he actually just say that? Mad. So moving on to the second method of how I would put cartoon characters in my Instagram pictures. So for this particular method, you're not going to need your MacBook, you're not going to need a laptop. All you need is your phone. So here's my phone, mad wallpaper, sick off, sick off. And for this, we're going to be using an app called Fonto. Now, exactly like the first method, we need an app which allows you to put one image on top of another, layering, stacking, whatever you want to call it. So I am going to be using the same picture as in method 1, just to show you, you know, there's not that much difference between the two. Now we have our picture in the Fonto app. Now, the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to find Finn again in Google Images. So we're back to google.com. We're using them Google Images. So again, we type in Finn, Adventure Time, transparent, because we're looking for that PNG file, no background thing. I spelled everything wrong, but it's fine because Google has excellent spell check. Go back to images. Now we're looking for this one. That's the one. So again, you can see the squares in the background indicating that it is indeed a transparent background. We're going to press this image and hold it down, swipe up, save image. Now that should be in our pictures. Back to the Fonto app, go to these settings, and then we can add image. So we're going to add an image. We found Finn in our camera roll, big man thing, and there we have it. Finn is in our picture. So again, here we can do whatever we want with him. Swing him over here. He's already at the correct height in my opinion. However, you can change his size here. Look, you can make him massive, like our monster, or you can make him tiny, like some kind of flying companion. But I liked him the way that he was before, because I'm not a shallow man. Actually, no, I think he needs to be a little bit smaller. So there we have it. And from here, you can save the picture. So save image, save successfully, you're done now. And here is the final picture. Looking very snazzy if I do say so myself. And that is the second way, the more accessible way to put a cartoon character in your pictures. So there you have it. The cat's out the bag, the secret's out. This is how Sickmate puts cartoon characters in his Instagram pictures. Share the wealth, knowledge is power. So yeah, to sum it all up, those are your two methods. You can do it on a Mac or you can do it on a phone. But what you're really looking for is an application where you can stack images on top of each other and use a cartoon character with a transparent background or an image that's a .png. You can even go one step further with this and use any picture you want, and you can remove the background of any cartoon character with some sort of cutout tool. I know that Photoshop has one, it's like a lasso tool, but for an easy life, I only deal with cartoon characters with a transparent background. It's a little bit of fun, it's not that deep. So let me know in the comment section down below, are you going to try to put cartoon characters in your pictures? Which method are you going to use? Are you going to use your phone? Are you going to use the laptop? Which cartoon characters do you actually want in your pictures? Do you think this is a cool trend? Do you think this is absolute trash? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, for anything fashion related, style related, Instagram related, cartoon related even, leave your comments in the comment section down below. And that is actually where I'm going to end today's video. So if you like this video, then you can give it a nice little like. If you want to subscribe and see more of what I do, because I do a lot of fashion based stuff, lifestyle based stuff and style based stuff, then you can by using the subscribe button that can be located anywhere on this webpage here. Share this video with your friends. He's added a new bit to his outro, mad ting. And now that is everything. Bye.